Hello, hello, all my lovely and wonderful punks. Uh, this time I don't have an excuse. This time is my fault. I was looking at Balatro memes. I lost track of the time while looking at Balatro memes. Um, hope you've all had a good week so far. Hope you've been taking care of yourselves as best you can. We're going to play more Thaumaturge today. It is extremely bright outside and I can barely see my screen, so hopefully we'll be somewhere that's brighter once we get off the main menu. Excuse me. Hello, Drag. Hello, Specs. Hello, Sammy. Yeah, I gotta refresh it sometimes. It's been snowing there. Hasn't snowed all year. Wow. Yeah. Weather's crazy nowadays. I wonder why. Stares at giant companies. Apparently the wildfires have gotten bad enough in California that even the slave labor firemen can't keep up with it. A lot of celebrities are being forced out of their homes. I hope it gets resolved, but at the same time, maybe California, maybe you should have less slave labor. But yeah, Sammy, you were first. Specs and Mischief, thank you both for care packages. Specs, congratulations on the 10 stream streak. Nice. I did look it up, and I don't think we can get all the achievements in one run in this game. So I'm not going to worry about getting any specific achievements. We're just going to do what feels right for this run, and then if I decide I want to 100% this game, I'll use a guide for future runs on my own. Dorky Skunk talking about achievements. What? I'm not a dork. I just like completing things. Pavis is not for beginners. These are Abarichi's words, not mine. I keep saying Abarichi, but I don't know if that's actually how his name's pronounced. Okay. The main thing that is missable is actually a lot of the demons. You can very easily not get all the demons. Find the person with the flaw that the Marana seeks. And I don't even know if we can get the Marana, because the Marana is the late game demon for one of the stats, not the missing one we have for word. So I don't even know what we're missing there. Or at least that's what I got. Not difficult to get a reaction out of Skunk. I'm fiery. Yeah, journal. I know when we go to the soiree, that's what ups us to Act 2. Die time, you got it. Womp, 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 womp. Full Skunk. Got a lot of extra peppers, might as well use them. Hoarding peppers is useless. Alright. I can barely see. Okay. I have this scheme, like, the brightness way turned up, too. Where did my thing go? Thought we had a quest line over here. Did it vanish? Oh, I see. We've got a red circle on the mini map. I gotta find my own way. Let's see. Now, obviously, Kajitan's extremely sus.
Any new ideas?
Can I help you?
Yeah.
I'll go now.
Kajitan's super sus, but we don't have anything else on him, and he won't leave where he is. I can't go in the Wawer. God, I cannot fucking see. Oh, hey. A fisherman.
Any fish biting?
It doesn't matter. What do you want?
My
Wow.
name is Victor. I only wanted to ask what was going on here.
With those damn police?
They are trying to catch the fisherman, and the fisherman is doing his bit.
Now that Subnautica's off the table, what are we even saving him up for? I don't know. I don't know what you would want to save them up for. I should try to think of some other, like, massive community goal. Or, like, extra, like, big personal things you guys can get. But I don't know what I would do. I'm trying to think of, like, options, because I don't want to do Subnautica with a no water mod. All the fish are just, like, flopping on the ground, completely ineffectual. I have to, like, jump super high. Is there a no water mod? Combines with jetpack mod. One sec. I'm got a hangnail, so I'm like trimming my nails. I know this is the worst time to do it, but I'm trying to get rid of these bits that were catching on my clothes before stream. Okay, I got one hand done. I can do the other hand after stream. I cut one nail, and I was like, okay, that's the fuck you nail dealt with. I can focus on stream now. And my brain was like, no, they have to all be the same. So I needed to trim the rest of the nails on my right hand. Just a dev command that changes the water height. Ah, cool. Has some weird effects, I imagine. Playing the California 2025 mod. Wow. Topical dark humor. Alright. Why are you so averse to the authorities?
Is it bad that they're doing the job?
And what for? Did anybody call them? Anybody complain?
What, do you think murder doesn't bother anyone?
Like there are never any murders in Povishland. Big deal. The
Povishland.
river giveth and the river taketh away. We'll do fine. We don't need the police here.
That's pretty sus, you guys.
Who's the fisherman?
The one who left the body on the beach.
Thanks.
Stark naked, with pebbles in place of eyes, and a hook stuck in the roof of the mouth.
Like a fish. That's what he always does.
The police call him a serial killer. A dozen people he's snuffed out like that already. The son of a gun.
Son of a
Like
gun.
it doesn't bother you too much.
And what should it bother me for? If he kills, he kills. We are not to judge if that's good or bad.
What do you mean we're not to judge if it's good or bad?
And the river taketh away. Yep.
You guys are way too chill.
And they can't catch the fisherman even though he continues to kill. Is that right?
He's smart, shrewd, not like those police fools. And everyone knows who he is.
Ah, everyone
How
knows
so?
who he is that it?
Because you see that guy on the beach who set up his easels in the sand and is painting?
He's the fisherman.
He paints all those bodies. He's always around the new ones. They
Yeah.
even raided that hovel of his. Right, Edek? Yep.
Yep. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's a little too on the nose. I'm gonna say that it's suspicious.
It does look suspicious.
Everyone says it's him. He's a weirdo, living like a hermit in that hovel. Nothing holds any value for him. So maybe he takes people's lives just for the hell of it.
Yep.
Yep. According to popular opinion, the peculiar artist named Kajitan is the fisherman. He's usually the first one at the crime scene. Yeah, I don't think it's him. I think it's too obvious. I mean, maybe it's the obvious answer is the correct answer, but... Alright.
And where is that hovel?
Go along the river and behind the workshop. Am I right, Eric?
Yep.
Yep. The hovel lives. The artist lives in one of the hovels in the southern Pavishle, next to the workshop by the river. They say the police recently paid him a visit. Took first sample for lifting the boil water in Richmond. What are your shares in completely unrelated news? The mayor is having a surprise press conference in 10 minutes. Fingers crossed, Inglonius. I hope they get a clean record and that you guys can go back to having clean water. That's super annoying. Why you get shut out when you're exhausted and sleepy? Because you've been giving your sleep to me? It's true.
Thank you, gentlemen. Happy fishing.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Local moods. The river giveth and the river taketh away. That's what people in Pavishli say. Some of them have fallen into apathy, while others act recklessly without caring that they might lose their life. It all looks like nihilistic tendencies. I suspect Marana's doing. Oh yeah, that's right. Marana's affecting people's brains. God. Video game so dark, outside world so bright. That's Kaja. Need to find his hovel. Not there. Where is it? Locked, locked, locked. Moonshine bar, locked, locked, locked. Brothel. Characters. Kajitan. Nihilistic painter. Journal. There we go. No extra information there. I kind of thought that we would get a... Wait, hold on. Oh. I think these clocks were always here. I just didn't notice them before. Let's see. I don't think inspiration is something we need to track. That's just like a repeatable quest that we'll just keep bumping into as time goes on. Memory horizon. Ooper wants to tell me things. I can find more of that by bouncing around and finding Ooper. I could do the secret fighting ring in Pavishle. I'll do that since I can't find Kasha's house. I can't fucking see anything for one. Doopity. Oh. Here we go. What do we have here? Receipt. I confirmed the purchase of 25 bales of denim material from Mevi and Rouse Co. factory on 8/8/1905 by Mr. John Luvisian, signed J. Matthews.
Secrets. Not on my watch.
The words success, breakthrough, and lucrative business dance around It, like Review Girls, the fabric, which is gaining popularity in America as clothing for workers, is also likely to catch on here. And no one has heard of it yet. Vistula Visionary. You can already see the headline of the newspaper article. It's a new style. It's so fucking bright. I can see like every mote of dust on my glasses or on the screen. The new man doesn't look back and doesn't heed the prejudices of a bygone era. He proudly displays smoothly shaved cheeks, chooses strong collars without regard for their dark connotations, and reaches for unusual fabrics. A new decade will belong to those who make fashion adjust to them, and not the other way around. Alright. What else have we got here? (8/12/1905) Sanitas Drugstore. Storage of pharmacy materials and trade of household goods and novelties. Receipt. I hereby certify that Roch Shikalski purchased household ice maker. Annual subscription fee for ice, 2 kilograms per month. Sterilized gauze, 20 pieces. Rochi is paid in full. Jan Rostocki.
Secrets? Not on my watch.
That's the same line you said. Illegal night fights taking place at 5 Bieloslavniskia Street attract all manner of face-punching enthusiasts and attention from the police. However, the brothers Soup and Red-Eyed Vaclav remain elusive. I keep wanting to say Warsaw or Warclaw, but it's Vaclav. Got anything else around here? Snappity snap snap snappity snap snap. Pick up. Lost list of chores. Buy. Workwear sweatshirt. Daily courier. Lamp oil. Tobacco. Take care of. Take the clothes to the laundry. Pick up a parcel for Mrs. Marlevska. Bring the inkwell. It's in the 3rd drawer from the top in the white cupboard. It would be nice if the map had the street names, since I imagine the street names are relevant. There we go, we're going this way. I see why some people said this game is metronome simulator. Because you're kind of encouraged to just clickety click as you go. What we got here? Pawn shop. Ah, yes, I've been to the pawn shop. Here we are. It feels so good to smack someone in the kisser sometimes, and better yet, to watch said smacking from a distance. Another sketch. Whether they sell one specific chess piece? Well, it's the most common chess piece, so you know, when you need to replace it. Sure, there would be at least one person, possibly even two, who would enjoy a metronome simulator. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's even just like a straight up metronome app you can download. Punching, you thought they meant girl kissing or boy kissing? Nah, we're doing punching. That's boy kissing for the afraid. Okay, interesting. So that just counted as a sketch. There wasn't anything else I could do about it. I guess it is the urban secret, so it's just me finding places and then maybe getting like a little bonus. Find the viewpoint by the Holy Trinity Church. Learn Lenievsky's secret. The artist Lenievsky has clearly had some sort of plan. Could check him out. Viewpoint by the Imperial Hotel. Look for clues for the live photography demonstration. Learn more about the trendy dance. Find the viewpoint in Green Square. Attend an exotic ceremony at 7 Ervyansky Street. And view the viewpoint near my home. Huh. Oh, those pictures that I found unlock the ability to use the binoculars in the game. I see. You're imagining a game equivalent to really, really basic TDR, where you have to tap the spacebar or click at a certain rate that doesn't change. Probably not a game, but meditative. I could definitely see, like, not like a game, but like a test. Like, the game, like, puts a BPM number on it, and then you have to hit the space bar, and it'll be, like, too slow, too fast, just right, whatever, as, like, a training tool for people to, like, memorize BPMs. That could be interesting. Alright, I think this 7 Ervyansky Street mission might be at the brothel, and we also just... The brothel is the one place we haven't gone yet, besides the Imperial Hotel, which we want to avoid until we're ready. Also, it's becoming morning. Perfect time to go to a brothel. 8 a.m. I didn't figure time would change in real time. I figured it was locked to the using the benches. Alright, well, brothel. Nothing here. It's possible that because I got here in the morning, there's nothing to see. Yeah, there's nothing here. So I need to be here at, like, nighttime. That's okay. Let's see. We did add Aunt Yadzia's brothel to the list of locations, so I'm sure it's going to come up. We could go to the tailor again, unlock some new clothes. Could also do more Ooper stuff. Want to do this Marana stuff, but I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe now that it's daytime, I can see. Ah, drunkards. Hello, drunkards.
Hey, you can't be here.
Drunk at 8 a.m., huh?
Clayton doesn't allow it.
I don't like you, Sonny.
He's got nice shoes, though.
I do have nice boots. It is lore that I have them. It's just fucking wreck them. No point in arguing with these guys. Let's just kill them with demons. Alright, what do we got here? We've got Drunkard Mind, and this guy needs Word. That's going to be hard to deal with, so let's go ahead and bring out Lelik. We'll do that, and we'll give him Suffering so that Lelik will get the bonus. Actually, this looks like it could be a pretty easy fight, and there is an achievement for winning a fight using only Suffering. So maybe I'll just spread Suffering all over the place. I don't know if that counts demons or not. Ow. Oh, there goes my focus. Bringing back out Bukovac. Oof. That hurt. Okay, so that'll do 12 twice. Just do this guy. Ow. Ow. Okay, yeah, you guys are dead. Boots canonically nice. It's true. Ow. Ow. Die. Do I not get an achievement? Okay, I guess my one attack with Lilac must have counted, so we'll just have to do that again at some point. Anyways. Kajitan. Kajajan. I don't remember how your name is pronounced. Oh my god, there's so many sparkles. A message from the policeman. If you changed your mind and decide to cooperate, come to the police headquarters in Srodemiski and ask for Commissioner Pelivan. That will earn you more lenient treatment. Call from the police station. The discouragement flowing through Pelivan's veins made his hand go askew, making the words fall on paper helplessly. He has lost hope a long time ago, and this case will finally get off the ground. He has lost hope a long time ago that this case will get off the ground, but it's always worth a try, once again. The Fishman case. Pelivan believes Kajitan is the killer, known as the Fisherman. He seems desperate for solid evidence, and the circumstances work to the painter's disadvantage. It's only a matter of time before he gets arrested. Excuse me. Finished paintings. A naturalistic painting depicts dead bodies on the riverbank in different poses and configurations. Streaks of waves traced with ease touch the still nature of the painted bank. The artist contemplated the curious appeal of the drowned victims, finding an odd sort of solace in them. Expensive brushes. High-quality materials. The artist can obviously afford some amount of luxury, and his shabby lifestyle is a conscious choice. Dirty rags. The hovel's owner lives in terrible conditions. Old rags permeated with the smell of turpentine and a sense of security. Like a nest built atop a tree, 100 times better than a golden metal cage. The man sleeping in them finally feels at home. The freak from Pavishle. Kajitan is both dead and alive, inextricably linked with the river in the most peculiar way. He paints images of crime on the riverbanks of Pavishle. Even though he can afford painting materials, he prefers a life deprived of luxury. Alright. Confront Kajitan. Why did Kajitan have a couple of drunks that are on his payroll? Let's go to the beach. Beach. Ninky Minjaj. Kajitan.
Any new ideas?
Can I help you?
Dwell on the subject of the painter and the murders.
Can I ask you a question?
Whatever.
Something eludes you, keep searching. Point out he started to care about something. Note that he should be arrested for talking like that. I think this one.
I think painting those bodies has become something very important to you.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
It seems it has given your life a new meaning.
Do you really think so?
Something continues to elude you, keep searching.
I'll go now.
Huh. What am I missing? I don't think I missed anything in his shack. Maybe I need to talk to the policeman's. Because I don't want to be like, oh, you can't talk like that. It's bad. And get aggressive with him. Because I don't think that's the answer. I think it's Northern Shrudomiski that has the police station. Warsaw's most affluent district and wet dream for all pickpockets. I do not get why video games will take you past the loading screen before they're done loading. There are some points of interest around here. This is not where the cops are, but we can go ahead and hit the points of interest and talk to the tailor. Might as well. Ah, someone playing the hurdy-gurdy. Upon hearing the sounds of longing, your thoughts are unwittingly carried off somewhere to the distant lands of Brittany or the steppes of Zaporizhzhia, I think. Then a musician turns the crank more violently, and the buzzing of the dog brings a dose of sobriety to the soul. There's a button in XCOM 2 that lets you skip some loading screens. Interesting. It's been a while since I've played XCOM 2. I quite enjoyed it. But never did quite finish. Well, I beat the campaign once, but I never quite finished the 100%ing the achievements. Because there's a couple that are mildly annoying. Hello, Mr. Taylor. I learned that denim is a thing. Will that make you happy?
Mr. Shulsky, come in. What's new?
Something eludes you, keep searching.
I want bug.
I thought I figured out a style of fashion. We learned that denim exists. Tragic. We're not going to get Victor in jorts. What even is the point of playing this game if we can't wear a nice pair of jorts? Right, we got a point of interest over here. What are you selling? Ice cream? Hell yeah. The price of adulthood. Every day I feel like blowing my brains out. Another price of adulthood. I will eat 5 scoops at once and no one can do anything about it. That is a horrifying sketch of a child. Okay, what else do we got around here? Locked. House. Patisserie. Sure, let's check out the patisserie. I haven't been there. I like snacks. Admire this view again. I don't know if this is one I've done before, but it was kind of yellow, so I thought maybe. I got experience. What were we going to get from the patisserie? A donut. Don't mind me, ma'am. I'm just checking to see if you have any magical emotional residue. What you got?
It smells so nice in here. Is that vanilla?
Vanilla, raisins, butter, sugar, and some more butter. You're in heaven.
Butter and butter. This is heaven.
Mrs. Jagoda, it's me, Victor.
I can't believe my eyes. Little Victor? Oh my, how you've grown. And how handsome you've become.
It forces all outstanding
Where
loading
is that
requests to occur in the
little
next frame. That's
cherub
crazy.
who would stand in front of the display, staring at pastries.
Admit that you don't eat sweets anymore, or say that you still love pastries, or confess it was about her, not the pastries. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I mean, she is quite charming. But I think we're going to say we love the pastries.
That gluten is still here. I can't forget your cream pie with cherries. I've been
Gluten?
dreaming about it for 15 years.
You see, my lovely, the trick is quite simple. It's just a little butter. About 3 packs of...
Excuse me? I'm waiting for my order here.
No reason to be angry, darling. Just wait a moment. My daughter is taking the fruitcake out of the oven now. It will be hot.
With raisins and orange peel? I'll wait then.
Are you sure you're not a thaumaturge?
Let that be my sweet secret.
Butter and
That is
butter
all,
and
thank
butter
you.
and
Goodbye.
sugar and butter
Don't
and
you want to
butter.
take anything sweet home with you? Well, as you wish.
Victor, no! Buy the cream puffs, Victor! Victor! Alright, well, I imagine we'll be back here at some point for something. Alright, let's catch a tram. Alright, Southern Shrubmisky. That's probably where we needed to go. Alright, thigh time is over. Go womp womp womp. Womp. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, it did not like me opening, VTube Studio over top of it. Okay, there we go. Hey, look, a pedal. Note, remember, lessons at Azurists moved to 6. Hastily written note that must have fallen out of a notebook. Lessons at Andrzejewic's apartment have been moved to 6 p.m. Holy shit, there's so many consonants. Alright. Admire the view. Very nice. Poster. Inaugural concert of the Warsaw Philharmonic. November 5th at 5 Jasna Street. That's a lot of 5s. Ignacy Jan Paderewski will perform with Emil Milinarski conducting the orchestra. After the concert, a reception will be held at the Kronenberg Palace. Hold on, I can technically come out here. That doesn't do anything. I do see sparkles, though. Sparkles. Denunciation. The mad artist Andrzejewicz who lives on 84 Poznanska Street, brings strangers to his house every day and talks to them about Nevsky Orthodox Church. They discuss its construction in detail. It's highly likely that they are planning an assassination attempt. I advise you to take an interest in the suspicious person and his shady guests. A typed denunciation addressed to an Okrana agent at 84 Poznanska Street. Suspicious meetings are held daily in the mad artist's apartment. Subject of his talks is the Nevsky Orthodox Church. This is where Dad died. That's the police station. Alright. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm looking for the guy. Is he around here? I don't see him. Veronin's office. It wasn't Veronin that I was looking for, but I don't think. Oh, but he appears to know us. Official letter. Dear investigating judge, in response to your inquiry regarding the progress in the fisherman case, I can inform you that there is none. It is handled by our man Pelovin, and so far without much success. Fortunately, the murders are limited to Povishle, where expendable human elements are plenty. Yours sincerely, Yegor Manchek. Unfinished document. Dear Mr. Machek, I have no idea what circumstances you have lost your moral fiber, but I suggest you find it as quickly as you can. Expendable human elements, have you no shame? There is a murderer on the prowl in Provishle who is killing people in a particularly violent and terrifying manner. You try to comfort me by saying it's no harm because the victims are poor? Perhaps your high salary has made you lose your mind. Maybe I should pull some strings to lower it. What do you say to that, maybe? Hell yeah, unfinished document person. Evaluation, Sergeant Karas. I don't know what an accent over an S means. When someone asks me about Sergeant Karas's work, there's only one word that comes to my mind. Farce. Even aside from the embarrassing arms shipment robbery, I must say that Karas is an absolute dilettante and a disgrace to the forces. Het is the kind of man who uses his elbow to stir soup. That's all I have to say about it. Wow. That is a fantastic insult. The kind of person who uses their elbow to stir soup. Holy shit. Oh, Veronin's our uncle. That's right.
Oh, wait! Before I forget, you rascal. You didn't confess to your uncle that you recently visited our cells.
I thought you were the one who had me released.
What? Nonsense. You need to promise it was the last time, you got it? What brings you here?
Ask how he is.
So what's new, Uncle?
Crime the underworld, as usual, thanks.
Okay. That was short.
I won't bother you at work.
Don't hesitate to visit your uncle.
Interesting. Well, we got some interesting stuff here, but... I was kind of hoping that we would find the cop and that he would have more information for us. I don't see him anywhere. I don't want to pressure the guy until I've got all the information I can get. I don't think there's much else going on around here. Oh, we got some more sparkles to examine. Piece of burned fabric, a single piece of a plaid vest. Hatred and loathing guided this young hand as he threw away his clothes in an alley and set them on fire. A safe plaid vest, a symbol of Biedermeier and bourgeois boredom, burned silently. He felt nauseous at the thought of his family, its passivity and lack of ambition. It was time for fire. Hooray! Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Clicking my way downtown, clicking fast, clicking ass, and I'm clicking. Clickety-clickety-click. Clicky-clicky-clicky, clickety-clickety-click. That's Elysium. where we were with Abarici the other day. Which means that's his bar. There's a view to admire of his bar. Wow. Okay. It's still on the map for some reason. Is there any reason to go back? I mean, might as well while we're here. We can stick our noses in the London bar and see if there's anything. Any new stuff now that we've resolved the quest with the Lelic. Or if Aberici's around and has anything to say. Nope. Where else could we go? We could go back to Katajan's cottage and see if I missed anything. We could check the docks. I really feel like the answer is the cop, but I don't know. I don't know where the cop is. Excuse me, cop officer. Ah, there we go. Admire the view. That did nothing. I don't know why they're not clearing off. There's the Imperial Hotel. I don't want to go into the Imperial Hotel because it's the next main line mission. But we could probably walk by it. Warsaw Courier. Classifieds. I'll buy the latest model of the 4-person slightly used. Submit bids by the 8th of this month at Brulowski Hotel number 20. Dr. Stefan Stemanowski has returned from abroad. Diseases of the larynx, throat, nose, and ears. 5 Zlata Street. Drawing lessons. The painter Konstanty Andrzejewski. God, that name's hard. We'll take students for lessons. The topic, landscapes of Warsaw, ASCAT address blurred.
Well, there we have it.
The Warsaw Courier, a stained page of the daily newspaper with a circled ad. A Konstanty Andrzejewski's apartment. One can learn to draw landscapes of Warsaw, but through the negligence of the newspaper's owner, the artist's address was not included. That's okay, I've got it from elsewhere. Lessons in drawing, every day at 6 p.m. in his apartment on 84 Poznanska Street. Konstanty and Andres, we'll just call him Andre for now. I feel bad not saying the name properly, but I have no idea how to pronounce that until maybe I meet him and I say it out loud. Gives drawing lessons where you can practice sketching landscapes of Warsaw under his tutelage. Currently, the topic of the class is the Nevsky Orthodox Church. I don't think that's related to the quest we've got going on, but... Oh, I can't go near the hotel. Interesting. But it might give us something to do while we're looking around and bopping into things. Alright, journal. Lessons in drawing. Make that my active quest. Point of interest. Okay, so I guess maybe it's over here. Next road over. Sorry, we'll get the plot going eventually. I need to figure out where I'm going. No, this is the... I've already looked at this. I wish that would clear off like it's supposed to. Where am I supposed to go? Pavoski Cemetery. Okay. It would really benefit the game if the streets were labeled. Also, if I could, like, look at maps from other places. Okay, there's the barber. Warsaw Gazette. Kazimierz Poziskinsky is a name likely to be heard many times, not only in Warsaw but across the world. His inventions mainly concern live photography and war machines. Two of his works are of particular importance for the development of cinema, the removal of light flickers in the projection of images, and the invention of the handheld filming technique that doesn't require a tripod. The aforementioned removal of light flickers represents a breakthrough in cinematography after years of stagnation caused by the futility of efforts taken to address the issue. Warsaw Gazette, newspaper opened on a page describing the achievements of well-known inventor Kazimierz Broznicki, who is involved in live photography and has considerable achievements in the field. Ah, okay, I need to wait to 6 p.m. presumably. Well, before we wait till 6 p.m., let's snappy our fingers and see if there's anything around town. One of the things that I found out that I can't do both sides of is the anti-thaumaturges. There is an achievement for being violent with them, which is what I've done, but there's also an achievement for being peaceful with them, which I have not done and will only do if I ever want to get 100% achievements. Poster. The Technicians Association of Warsaw invites you to attend a series of lectures developed by top Polish inventors, technicians, and people of science, held Thursday at 7 p.m. at the association's headquarters at 59 Pawłowska Street, admission 20 kopecks. Live photography demonstration. On Thursday evenings, Kazimierz Powznowski and his pleiograph will appear at the headquarters of Technicians Association at 59 Pawłowska Street. There will be an opportunity to see a demonstration of live photography. I wonder if it's really like a in-game Thursday or if it's just every day at that time. Because, like, realistically, it should only be one day. But this is a video game. And I don't even know what day of the week it is. Okay. Huh, and now it's gone. It's still there, it just isn't highlighted anymore.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question. About what's in the underworld. Who would have thought? Right.
That's the same thing we said last time. Alright, wait here.
Let's wait until
afternoon?
So, let's kill some time.
Oh, and now I'm supposed to leave. Where am I supposed to go? Southern Shredminski, okay. I don't know why it pointed me to a bench in a different part of town. Alright. This way. Doopity doop ba doop.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Ooh, what's up, Ooper?
You'll put me in an early grave.
Good.
Yeah, because it's always the woman's fault when a man starts getting certain notions.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect.
Sure. Sure you do.
Father, Can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
Wow, what an asshole.
Listen, boy. You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a temperomancer. Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart, because only then will they not surprise you.
Continuing. Oh, nope, not this way. No. Where are we? No. This way? Okay, here we go. There we go. Hi, Ooper.
Rarely did I see my father so furious. He thought that a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Abauretse in the streets of Prague. Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene, like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much. I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then. Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact. But if that's the case, what were you doing here?
Ooper, what were you doing? I swear if we time skipped because of that and now I can't go to the art show. Okay. Looks like it's still afternoon. Okay. Got these points of interest that won't turn off. There's the lock, stock, and barrel. Yeah. Okay. There we go. This way. Oh ho ho. Note, a handful of tips. When you come to work, open the window in the vestibule. I left the keys to the back room in the drawer. When Bluski, long gray beard, one red eye, comes in, don't give him more than 3 pitchers or he'll be starting fights. When Lietsky, gray-haired man, has a limp, comes in, make sure you don't say, in the old days things were different, or things used to be better, because he'll start talking for hours and sit there until closing time. Handwritten instructions to a new employee. Apparently a fellow named Lexski is quite the chatterbox. Alright. Instructions for an assistant. Instruction for Antos. For this month, buy what you usually do, canvases, paints, and turpentine in the usual amount, and double the amount of crimson and snow white. Tell the seller that Lesniewski will settle with him the following week. There, be successful should you draw or sleep. How much sleep have you had recently?
That wasn't too
Probably you should sleep. Note with a shopping list. The painter, Lesniewski, apparently plans to paint a picture in which colors of white and red will play a special role. Exhibition to lift hearts. Antony Lesniewski is organizing an exhibition of his works which contains a patriotic theme hidden on many levels. The exhibition will be available for viewing in the evenings at the apartment on 94-8 Marzalowska Marzelkowska Street. Got a waiting spot. What we got over here? See sparkles. Piece of thread, a beige thread smudged with mud. Day by day, the repetitive clatter of machines. The seamstress's hands worked abstractly. After hours of sewing, they wither like flowers lacking water. She's been quilting these fabrics for so many years. Nothing ever changes except for the hands becoming more and more weak and wrinkled. The Daily Courier, results of the contest for readers. A month ago, we announced the contest of the most interesting and funny anecdote about Warsaw. We received plenty of submissions, among which we were most moved by the tale written by Mr. Antony Leksky. The humor and levity of writing brought the author of Fiacre Adventure first place in our contest. Once we do a little editing, the text will be published in the next issue of the Daily Courier. Newspaper opened a column with the results of a contest for the most interesting anecdote. The winner was Antony Lecky. Alright. Hello. I would like to see your art exhibit. The Nevsky Orthodox Church, a growth upon the town's tissue. Unfortunately, it's hard to look at it objectively as a piece of architecture. Drawing art of art. And now it is nighttime. We gotta pick a new quest. There's an update to the art of dying. Or maybe the yellow means that it's active. But then it clears after that. I want to talk to Pelivan, but I don't know where Pelivan is. I see sparkles. There we go. Hey, friend. This afternoon in Vienna Passageway, ask Lecky about rumors of Professor Z. Just don't forget to start with the magic words. Cheers.
That wasn't too hard.
Excerpt from a hasty and likely secret correspondence between students. It says that Lecky can often be found in the Vienna Passageway. Tales of Warsaw. Antony Lecky, who is a well-known storyteller, likes to sit in the passageways by Vienna Station. If he hears you mention something about how things used to be, he will seize the opportunity to tell amusing anecdotes of his life in Warsaw. Cool. So he's probably around here, and I could talk to him. If I get in the carriage, it just wants me to go to Pavishle. Let's go to Pavishle and see if we can't find the cop. Maybe he's around. I imagine this guiding line is just going to take me to Kajetan, though. Yeah, it just leads me to Kajetan. I mean, we could talk to Kajetan again and see if things have changed. Maybe the fact that it's night.
Any new ideas?
Can I...
Dwell on the subject of the painter and the murderers. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Know that he could be arrested for talking like that. Something continues to elude you.
I'll go now.
Alright. Hold on. Pelivan. The Thaumaturge Pelivan. Where is he? Sorry, I don't know where the guy is. Yeah, okay. Did that. Okay. I'm supposed to press him and then it causes a new quest to come up. I don't get any additional stuff here. Alright. Hi Thomas, how are you?
Aren't you afraid you might be arrested? You're always the first one out of the body. You painted. To me, you look like a murderer.
Me? Why? The bodies appear on their own. Besides, let the police worry about that.
I'm doing well.
If they catch the murderer, there will be no more dead bodies to pose.
Right. I hadn't thought about that. I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I needed to press him to get the last bit of dialogue. That's annoying. Focus on Kajitan's confusion to notice the
Seems
flaw.
that while contemplating the lack of sense in life, you did find something you care about.
Right. But that doesn't make sense. Why is it that in trying to go with the flow, I end up paddling harder? Where did I go wrong?
Beautiful.
Kajitan, the peculiar painter, is the one that Morana follows. Queen of the Depths, Morana's presence creates malaise and a sense of despair among the residents of Pivishle. The source of those feelings is Kajitan, who bears a flaw. If I can bring it out, Morana will be mine. Reach out to the painter's flaw, take a closer look at him. Let's take a look at him.
I wonder if you developed it when you tried to kill yourself, or if you had it before. It is your doubt, your resignation, your nihilism. It's time to free you from it.
You hear me? Take a step back from him.
The cops show up before I can do anything.
They're arresting me, that's what.
Demand proof of Kajitan's guilt.
What are you arresting him for? Having strange interests? Have you got any proof?
We are arresting the prime suspect. Do not obstruct us.
Tell them what you told me. You are not the killer.
What difference does it make?
Pielevin, you know he's not the one.
What can I do? This case is taking too long anyway.
How are you going to sleep after this?
I'm going to booze it up till I fall asleep. Preferably in moonshine.
Interesting. Alright, so we'll go and find him probably in the moonshine.
And
Disappointment.
now it starts to rain.
Of course it starts to rain. Pelevin seems to be unhappy about arresting Katajan. If I take a closer look, there might be still a chance to release the artist. I mean, he is also, like, nihilistic in giving up. Horses in the sky. Have the investigation reopened. If I want to get Morana, I need to convince Pelavan to reopen the investigation. The real fisherman murderer must... The real fisherman murderer must be found and Kajitan exonerated. Children. Telling me children.
Away from me! I don't want to touch it.
Yellow belly.
Shut up! Hey you! What do you want here?
What are you guys playing with?
What is that you're playing with?
It's a hook from a real dead man. A dead man's hook. Quiet, you dolts!
This hook is from the fisherman's victim, isn't it?
So what if it is? What's it to you? They've already caught the murderer.
What if I tell you that they didn't? That they caught the wrong man?
The fuck they did? Get lost! Unless we trade for it. Got anything interesting to barter with?
Demand the hook. Scare them by saying they shouldn't be alone. The kids stole important evidence from the crime scene, but they refuse to cooperate. Clearly, they are led by the name named Piotrek. Talk about bartering for the hook. Scare them by saying they shouldn't be here alone. Demand the hook. Well, we'll talk about bartering.
And what would you like for the hook?
A cannon. A saber.
Well, you heard him. If you bring us a cannon or a saber, we'll give you the dead man's hook.
Really?
That should be doable. There were some old blunt sabers in Father's office.
Go away now. You're boring.
Alright, well, I guess I could give these kids a sword. That's probably fine. Do. Making my way back home. Get a sword, give to child and a cannon. Load. Load. There we go. Do. Going up to my dad's office to steal a sword. There we go. Up here. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Sword.
What do we have here?
Don't mind me, sister. I'm just stopping by to steal a sword. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'm streaming. Back to Povishli. Hi, Moiselle. How are you? Thank you for sharing it. You missed the announcement? It happens. Don't be silly, Niv never streams. But I'm streaming right now. I'm streaming myself giving a sword to small children. Oh, I should examine this first. Stick. Thick and sturdy. Someone has carved the name Piotrek into it. Each mark is a sign of joy and merriment. A scratch from hitting a bucket. A protruding splinter from fencing. But the carved letters are oozing shame. The stick has been silent companion in a most secret play. It takes part in the investigations and helps catch criminals. Empty beer bottle. Rapture streams in the heart with every strip. The police officers with their solemn faces look so fine in their uniforms. The bitter aftertaste is lost completely, drowned out by daydreaming. Glass now reflects sunlight on the face, but that is not what makes it so radiant. Oh, I probably could have just been like, you'd be helping the cops. Piotrek, the leader of the group that stole the hook, seems to be secretly fascinated with police work. Maybe I could use that to get him to return the hook. Well, I got a sword anyways, but we'll try manipulating him.
Salut. Have you heard this fancy pants?
Alright. I expose Piotrek's hidden fascination with investigator work. Can't give swords to children. What if they cut themselves? That'd be an important lesson. But also, it's a dull saber.
You have the makings of a good detective. I could use the help of someone as smart as you in my investigation.
That's right, Ooper.
I'd like to help.
Manipulate the child.
That's commendable of you. Then the first step would be to give me back the hook.
Don't give it back. Don't be a sucker.
Shut it! I want to help the police with their investigation. Got it? If you got a problem with that, you can fuck right off. Here. So what now?
The hook resonates from the collision of two thoughts. Someone tried to savor the victim's dying screams while appreciating the moment, yet flitting the curved metal, there was a regret for someone who should be convulsing here instead of this pitiful eel. Say I'll examine the hook.
Now I'll examine the hook and keep looking for other clues.
Piotrek's a lick spittle for the coppers.
Shut your mouths! Or you lose even more teeth. I'll help you. Come find me near Antiaja's brothel. We can resume the investigation there.
You got it.
Enough of this. Let's leave this place.
I swear, it feels like it's the voice of it's a woman doing the voice of a child that acts like an adult. It's so weird. Alright, to the brothel. The Gentleman, March issue. I think I picked this up before. But I'll pick it up again. Yeah. Turn right and then head down. Hey, boyo. Oh, and there's a prostitute. Well, I'll talk to the prostitute later.
So then I tell him, stick that ribble up your ass. I've got my honor.
You sure are a canny lad.
Hello.
I'm on my break. Come back later.
I sent him, Auntie Clara. We're doing an investigation together.
You're always up to something, Piotrush. What investigation?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
What do you mean? The aunties are the key to the world of information.
It's true.
They know and hear more than anyone else in Povishle.
Always.
Are you his actual aunt?
Always socialize
really
with the whores.
Of course they're not. But I prefer them to the real ones. They always help me somehow when I'm in trouble. They'll dress a wound, give me an apple, or a beer.
Piotrush, nothing gets by you. You remember that lady's gloves? I said I liked them once, and he brought them to me the next day.
Well, just say the word.
Ask Clara about the fisherman.
What do you know about the fisherman?
All I know is he's in jail. Finally. This cursed place can breathe a little.
He's not in jail, though. We're looking for the real one.
Piotrush, is that the investigation you're playing?
What do you mean playing? We're both dead serious and committed, Auntie.
This kid is so weird.
You
I love
better
it.
Watch out. You'll get in trouble.
He's no Kuno, though. Ask what's next.
What next, partner?
It's not over yet. Now, we split. You go grill the other aunties, and I'll see you later.
Alright.
After dark, some of them work here, and others in the streets. Remember to tell them I sent you. Piotrek Justa, that is. And ask better questions this time.
You got it, kid.
Watch
Hi,
him.
Emmy.
If anything happens to him, it's your fault.
Real knockoff Kuno. It is a real knockoff Kuno. Hi, Talray. How have you been? Welcome in. Oh, also, I forgot to say, MTG player Dave followed between streams. Thank you for the follow. So follow your official punk, which means you're official badass. Piano. An old, barely working instrument. Thoughts of lost hopes in the mean city of Warsaw, unstrung like the instrument they've settled on. Suddenly, they vanish completely, replaced with violent memories as the owner senses the odious smell of fish in the air. Ah, the fisherman hates fishermen. Auntie Yadzia. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a while. How you doing?
Discretion guaranteed. I haven't had an angry wife come here yet.
Are you the owner of this establishment?
Of course, precious. Welcome to Auntie Yaja's bawdy house.
Who usually plays the piano here?
Would that it were only one. We get no shortage of has-been artists here, or them that try to bamboozle the girls into giving them a better price, especially if they're drunk.
Yeah, sounds about right.
One of the girls saw it in a pawn shop. It wasn't cheap.
Your employees play too?
I can find you someone that can tickle the ivories.
Benwell, fallen into playing nothing but Fallout 76 and VRC. I see how it goes.
Tell me about
it. As long as you're having fun.
All right, precious. Ask away.
Does Thaumaturge Pt2 live here too?
That one always finds his way around. He's a nitwit. The girls like him and he likes them. As long as he knows his place, he can hang out here.
Where are his parents?
Who knows? He's a foundling.
Are all the girls local? I know places like this offer lodgings to those arriving in the city in exchange for their services.
If you're implying something, precious, I can assure you that all the ladies here work of their own free will.
That's good, at least.
Imagine coming here to be a cleaner or teach children, and then the only thing anyone really wants to pay you for is your ass. I'm the reason they can make a living. No offense, precious, but you have no idea what it's like.
Her accent reminds me of Cereza.
Finally. Shall I find you a companion?
No, I'm good.
Thank you. Maybe I'll return later.
You're blushing, precious. Well, goodbye. Then.
Something about how she says precious. Very similar to Cereza. Okay. You can see it? Yeah. I think Cereza's German, and this is set in Poland, so there's probably some similarity in accent. Alright, let's head out into the streets and find more prostitutes. For some reason, if I'm holding a key when I scene transition, I have to take my fingers off the key. This way. Where are we going, little laser? Oh, Commissioner Pelivan. I'm going to save before I talk to him, just in case I'm supposed to talk to more whores first. Save 8 whores? Oh, can't contain special characters. Save 8 whores.
What more do you want from me?
Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Show the hook you obtained to Pelivan. Dwell on the subject of last system. Demand to see Kajitan.
Who was the last victim? You must know their name.
I do, but you don't have anything to convince me.
Is there anything else?
I got the hook from the victim's body. Local kids had stolen it.
I already have a few of these.
Because of it, I know, let's call it, The scent of the murderer. The Thaumaturge could be useful in a case like this.
Yeah, you'd think the cops would be employing
case is
thaumaturges.
That's enough. When I get sober, I put you in jail, I swear. Now leave me alone.
We'll see about that. I'll find out why you're so reluctant to run this investigation, and then we'll resume it together.
What? You're going to cast a spell on me, magician?
Who knows? Don't go anywhere.
Can't have other people with their level of power. True.
Where is it?
The retrieved hook, evidence of the crime, and a new clue about an exhilarated Pelivan. I can feel that the officer would like to find the strength to reopen the investigation. I'll take a look around. Moonshine bar. What we got? Police hat. Crumpled and tossed in the mud. Maybe it can be washed. I don't have enough word stat. I need 5 word. I don't know where the word demon is. I would really like to be able to advance word more.
Something is off.
Word. Broken bottles. Hold on. Bird, demon, thaumaturge. Let's start with Ooper. Veals. Found in Act 1 in the Reptilian Bash. After fully investigating all around Svetlana's apartment and interacting with Sophia and her friends fully, it will be time for a seance. Okay. So I need to continue the main quest. Okay. So the quest is just going to be stalled out here until I can make more progress. Beep boop, get in your soup. No, you can't trick me. Alright, so I guess this is just going to stick here until I progress the main quest. I hope that that doesn't... I've seen people say that this quest is limited time, but this game is very tricksy about what limited time means.
You again?
It's Pelivan
What
being
about
served.
that copper outside? I don't think he's a local.
He captured the fisherman, so he earned respect in the neighborhood. One more word, and we will take you out.
Mention Piotr Yotza's name.
I'm a friend of Piotr Pt2.
Hey, do you hear the kind of names being tossed around here? You better find some friends your own age. Pervert. Get that fancy pants.
Oh, am I going to get attacked now? Okay. Fighting time. What have we got? We've got a deed healer. Risk. The first attack on this target casts a hidden negative state on the attacker. We got a brain boy. And a word person. I can't do anything about that. So, get out here, Lilek. Yeah, I'll also diversion this guy. We'll just break this guy's brain. A buff? Urgency. Speeds up cute skills by 1 round. How dare you buff? Whoops. Well, I think I did an extra diversion on this guy that I didn't need to. Ow. Oh, I'm about to take a lot of damage. Oh, no. Oh, I see. I don't have enough mind to take him down, so Lelek has to keep doing it. He's gonna recover. These guys both recover. Shit. Bash. Hook. That's the thing I need to be the most worried about. I will just punch this man's. And we'll trill this guy again. Hopefully it'll... There we go. We stunned him. Ow. Ow. Yeah, this guy. Break his bane. Hit him for a little bit. Ow. Finish him off with a concussion. You swapped to... Actually, swapped to Brewback. And Howl. Alright, we got one guy down. Jesus, these guys hit hard. That didn't snap him? I need to defend dimension. I don't have enough dimension force for these guys. Okay, can I just load? Yeah, load that one. Throwing around names like Fancy Pants, I know. I get the feeling that I'm basically not supposed to be doing this quest yet.
We'll see. I felt something. Where is it? So that's how you want to play.
There's the other one. Okay. Can't examine those in greater detail yet. I don't want to go in the bar. I can look for more prostitutes. There we go. I didn't realize I can click on these to separately track. That's good to know. Prostitutes. There we go.
Good evening.
Cloud behind the corner, 5 kopecks. Naked in a bed, 15. A blow will cost you 3. Unless you just want to watch something, then it's 2. If it's something else you're after, you can fuck off, or I'll call for help.
Those are pretty good deals.
Thaumaturge Pt2 sent me. He's a nice kid.
Piotr sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I'll give you a discount though.
No, that's not why I'm here. I just want to talk.
Well, fire away before someone is onto us.
The fisherman. Have you heard anything about him?
Only the things everyone's been prattling on about. But if it's information you want, buy yourself a newspaper. 2 kopecks. Any other questions? Or should we get to the point?
I'll let you get back to work. Goodbye.
I admire your dedication to the craft, ma'am, but I would recommend standing like under an awning or something. Prostitutes. There we go. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What do you want?
I bet he's a customer. Do you want to put him off?
How do I know if he's a customer or not? Bad things happen in this weather.
You're right. What brings you here?
You ladies have gotta be freezing.
What do you know about the fisherman?
What an odd question. Unless... God, it's him! He came to kill us!
But they just got him. That freak who painted corpses was the fisherman. He created inspiration for himself. Right?
Nope. Wrong. Scare them and say the fisherman is just you. No. Well,
Take
don't.
it easy. I was sent here by Piotrek Justa.
Somehow I don't believe you. Maybe you got him too, fisherman.
Piotrek introduced me to Auntie Clara too. I assure you they are both alive. I just want to talk to you.
Well, if you hang around with Piotrek, you can be the fisherman. Especially if you're that handsome.
This is Auntie Clementina, and you can call me Auntie Anastasia, like the Tsar's daughter.
But we don't know anything about the fisherman, and we'd rather not talk about him.
Something continues to elude me. All right.
Too bad. I felt safer with you around.
You seem nice. I'm sorry that I can't hang out. I think this is just going to take me back to... What's his dick? Yeah, it just takes me back to the cop. I can't do anything until I can get these words activated, so... That's the end of that quest for now. Got a new person. Commissioner Pelevin. Alright. I really wish that they had something else written here. This quest is limited to Act 1, or this quest can only be completed at night, or something. The availability of this quest is limited is so devoid of details. It feels like it's intentionally made to stress people out. I might have more stuff for the tailor. That's cool. Ooper has gone silent. I must wait for events to unfold. So I don't have anything else I can do with Ooper right now. I could talk to Lecky at some point. Let's see. I do this one. Is that here? The quest hasn't updated. Game's a little buggy. Like, not terribly bad, but just enough that it is noticeable and troublesome. With things not clearing out and... Excuse me. Alright. Attend an exotic ceremony at 7 Livingston Street. Alright, I don't know where that is. It's not marked on my map, and none of the streets have names. Alright, it's that way. We're going to check in on the tailor first. Hey, Taylor. I've found more clothes lore.
Mr. Shulsky.
There you go.
I've got some fresh ideas for you. I see what it is you are getting at. About the collection, we need bold concepts. And meanwhile...
Okay, cool.
I won't bother.
Haughty clothes, snobbish pattern, conceited extravagance. Maximum skunk. Alright, you got it, Tal. You have to give me a second to summon the maximum skunk. Beep-a-doop-a-doop. What? I'm becoming stronger. More skunk. There we go. Yeah. Why do I have a notification? Okay. Over skunk. This implies the new model is a downgrade. It's to contain my power. Okay. Let's check out our new clothes. Alright. Haughty colors. This vest is the shade of Schweinfurt green that will catch interest in passerbys, especially ladies. Oh, nope, I hate it. Snobbish pattern. The houndstooth pattern is all the rage in London. It's like a checkered pattern. Sure, that's fine. Conceited extravagance. A coat made of a new kind of fabric, denim, which may prove shocking in these parts. Oh, I can have a jean jacket. I think we'll stick with the lordly fashion, but we'll change our pants. Alright. Let's go meet Lady Dragonfly and watch her do a sexy, sexy dance. Instructions from the courier. Come evening, take the package to the apartment at 15 Ervanska Street and deliver it directly to the butler's hands and no one else's. Do not open on pain of punishment. The gray paper smells of fear and vigilance. The cord around the package was tied by skilled hands, which carried a faint pulse of stress. What if this time the package falls into the wrong hands? So I imagine this is the point in the game where I would get some nudity, but I did put on an anti-nudity toggle since I was going to be streaming it, so. True bliss. It wasn't what I expected, but I must admit the Japanese tea is without equals. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is just a tea ceremony.
Yes, sir.
A tea ceremony that took all night. Jeez. Alright, well, that's done. Oriental party at the Count's. Found a card with intriguing contents. I feel there's a secret behind it worth investigating. Imperial Hotel. Exhibition of Life Hearts. Yeah, I think they turn yellow when they're no longer active as well. It's not very clear. Okay. I think maybe it's time to do the main quest. We can't do Horses in the Sky until we have the word demon. We can't do the Tailor's Dilemmas until we just find more stuff. This is just like a permanent side quest. Ooper doesn't want to do anything else anymore. And all of these seem like they're just ways to get sketches. Which is fine. I want to do those things, but... Does this have anything about... Perception, observations, traces... Victory conditions. Oh, it's for combat. Okay. No, doesn't have anything helpful. I believe there's an achievement for getting all of these. Ah, I had the May issue before. Now I have the March issue. Interesting. And I still have the saber. Maybe I'll have a different use for it at some point. Alright. I think I am going to briefly step away so I can use the bathroom, maybe grab a snack because I'm sort of hungry. And when I get back, we'll start the Reptilian Bash by preparing for the soiree, however I'm supposed to do that. I think it's probably by talking to my sister. So let's make our way over here to the house. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll be back very shortly. Please hang around, but yeah. See you guys in just a minute. Whoops. There we go. We're back. Sorry for the wait. I got a granola bar. I talked to Emmy a little bit because we were both hungry. And I'm going to be making not carbonara for the dinner. I'm very, very much looking forward to having not carbonara, but I've got to look up the recipe again. Because it's one of those dishes that can very easily turn into something that it's not supposed to be. Okay, I think we need to talk to Lygia. Not carbonara. It's so good.
Lygia?
Yes?
I'll get going.
Okay, never mind. We're not talking to Lygia. Oh, okay. There's a box. I have to bring a present.
Well, I don't know.
Are you wondering if your shuggy mug will stick out among the great and the good? We do have barbers in Warsaw, you know.
I like this haircut.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance.
I like that there's different dialogue,
And
though,
yes,
if you choose not to
people
get a
welcome him
haircut.
everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
I got dressed.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too.
Gained a touch of nonconformism.
Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
Okay, yeah, let's compliment her in return.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
I hope this is the thing that actually happened. The thing that popped up on the screen. Using French names to avoid having to be bilingual for the Russians. I think that's funny. Come on, game. You can do it. You can load. I believe in you.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
Everyone's got their collars popped.
How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
You got it. Big snack.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor?
Victor. Victor. Can you hear me?
Yes. Of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Funny, because I saw a demon that was a snake. Reassure her that everything's alright. We'll find the demon. It'll show up.
Everything's alright. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Load, load, load. There we go. Vision of a Salutor. I heard a long hiss and rustle of scales. This can only mean one thing. There's a Salutor somewhere in the Imperial Hotel and someone with a flaw. Bird. A procession of slender legs, a revenue of colorful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. Birds. Alright, I have 14 points. This will give me more focus. This will give me more hit points. This will give me more focus. Health points. Focus. Dimension force. Okay. I would like more dimension force. That's how I pass skill checks. Damage catalyst. Increases damage by an additional 100% if the enemy is suffering. Neat. Alright. Is there an unequip all button? Probably not. Alright. So let's just put extra wound on top of wound. Might as well. I don't think I need the focus shield. That doesn't seem very helpful. Do that one. Restores my focus. This exposure. Stun. No, it's what we like. Next, a Salutor's action will be faster. Do I have a better 2 to put in there? More damage of suffering. Reduces damage dealt. Lowers damage taken from every attack by 4. It's probably better to put that on there. Okay, I think that's probably what we want to do with our skills. We will chat with people after I'm done looking for sparkles. Golden cage. In the golden cage is an exotic bird watching me with beady little black eyes. On the golden cage is the whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos. Yet something stopped her, and the birds are still in the cage. Seance poster. A poster advertising the mysterious Madame Samira. The poster's surface radiates with the positive emotions of passers-by who've laid eyes on the advertisement. Such a curiosity about the mysterious psychic or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame's seances are quite popular. Can't go back there. I think that's it in terms of Snappy. So we got people to talk to. Let's talk to Sophia.
Well, someone new.
Someone new.
Good evening, Viktor Shulsky.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This
The
is
Orzhov.
Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulsky.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
Governor General's daughter, Sofia Grignovia Skalan, is this year's debutante and enjoys a lot of interest. She's a young socialite who relishes the attention she elicits. We can ask if they're having fun, and we can also point out the gilded cage. Let's ask if they're having fun first.
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Tell them about myself, which requires pride.
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of trick you show us, Mr. Shulsky.
See, now I can impress them with my knowledge about the gilded cage.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Tease them a little. Nah, we don't want to tease them.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
Suggest a trade for another secret. Ooh. I mean, I could definitely tell them their secret's safe, but you ladies got another secret?
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
Ooh, spicy.
None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
Bye.
To slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyantseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Alright, let's tap to the boys now. Hey,
What did we come
Sergey.
here for? These soirees are for old people.
That voice does not match your face, sir.
May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Keep listening.
Old Scowan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shuska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She actually prefers Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Is my sister Lebium? That'd be pretty cool. Sergei wants to impress his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for Governor General Scowan's daughter. Sergei has plans regarding Sofia, but they're yet to be realized. Oh, let's introduce myself.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Well, there we have it.
Start a fight. Let's not start a fight. Let's say we don't like what they're saying.
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
I mean, I like it. I like the idea that her sister's a lesbian.
What are you going to do about it?
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Yeah.
Lunatic.
Lunatic? For being well behaved? That's it. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. With a mother of pearl handle likely used predominantly to conceal the owner's cheeky grin. Ah, one of the ladies dropped her fan. A classic social move. Cheap but highly effective. The fan's owner dropped it with playful intent with the purpose of drawing my attention. She won't be disappointed. Ah. We'll piss Sergei off even more by flirting with the girl that he likes. Alright. Let's see, we can go that way, but let's go this way first. What do we got? Making my way. Nothing. Lots of locked apartments. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
Evan Konichkin.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
To join the Warsaw Society. Ask what he's doing here. Ask why he has so many scars. These... I don't think I want to do this, and this is rude, so... We'll ask what he's doing here.
I could ask him the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Ask what he does for a living. Ask what he can tell you about the guests. I feel like this flows better in the conversation.
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you. Nor was your father.
Who are you?
Who are you, really? Just someone who wants to enjoy himself at a party.
You definitely didn't sound like it. How'd you know Dad?
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulsky.
Yes, I'm sure.
Very suspicious. Alright. I'm going to save. Seance. Just in case I, like, flub something during this sequence. Ooh. Alright, we didn't go straight into the sequence, so that's good.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Row of candles. A row of burning candles, probably for an air of mystery. An image emerges from the flames, a hand dancing over the fire, a gaze that follows it, and lips uttering words of anxious excitement. A promise of capturing the certainty of success. You will be mine. Who's this about? Mysterious book, a leather-bound volume, property of Madame Samira. Quickly jotted words, nervous browsing, illegible notes, and something else. A deed I cannot define. Something is obscuring it from me, as if the book doesn't want to be read. Strange. Whoops.
Maybe that's
Seance
enough.
table.
What do you want? Do you want?
Hello.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Well, whatever the thing said before, I didn't get a chance to read it. I don't like that they do that. Shocked you haven't heard of this game? It's really interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't think it's had very strong marketing, unfortunately. Thaumaturge. Madame Samir is not only a mysterious psychic, but also a thaumaturge. Aware of the wild Salutor's presence, she wants to capture him for herself, so she's not happy to have another thaumaturge around. She's clearly determined to get the Salutor, which is why she's trying so hard to dissuade me from the hunt. Point out her Salutor.
Your siren is quite impressive.
Siren.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Samira's Salutor looks impressive, to say the least. It's a siren. It matches her mysterious aura. Behind the mysterious guise of Madame Samira is a thaumaturge accompanied by Siren. As intriguing as herself, the role of a psychic allows Samira to freely frequent social gatherings that also lure the Salutor she's chasing. I think that's really funny. People hate thaumaturges because they've got like some small established role in society, but psychics still get to do their thing. Comment on her dual identity.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
I noticed a wild Salutor here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this Salutor? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters
Nice
is
defense,
you are
Victor.
the person in this crowd with a flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So the person with the flaw will attend part in Samira's seance. The thaumaturge cleverly planned everything. I'm not going to be an asshole and say I'll do what I want. I'm just going to end the discussion.
Should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulsky, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
So I don't know what the table said, but I did see it was a heart. There's Lygia. Champagne glasses. Empty champagne glasses. The lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone clearly regrets marrying this alleged idiot Louisa, but I doubt she's the idiot in the relationship. Also, I imagine her leather book that I sensed there is her grimoire. That's why it's fighting me identifying it. Have some cognac? Don't mind if I do. Discreet half-words, meaningful half-smiles, and sidelong glances from behind a fan. Merely appearances. The truth is that I found myself in a den of snakes. People must tread carefully here. Got a locked door. Find Svetlana in her apartment. Find the person with the flaw that the Salutor is seeking. Well, besides Lygia, there's only one person I can talk to. Nothing in here. Svetlana Petrovna Rumyastin. That's the person who invited us. Let's talk to her.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs. Who might this be joining our conversation?
So an L with a line
Sir,
through it is a
your face
W.
looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party. See you there.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
Say what we think about the
I
soiree.
admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
Believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
I think the thing to do here is to keep going with her conversation. I don't want to push
I've
things too
already met
fast.
several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of the season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowan herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
How is it, being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
No, I get you.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you. Both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Press her more.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Szulski, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka.
Ah, hell yeah.
Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's seance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
That didn't pop up very long. Subtle suggestion. Svetlana refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she's anxious about all the gossip-hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. I should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way. Do we have sparkles now? No. Not unless more have appeared somewhere secret. Aha, there is something here.
I felt something. Where is it?
Tiled stove. There's some soot and remnants of a burned letter in the cast iron. Her usual steady hands were shaking as her eyes followed the written words. He was watching her. She already knew that. But how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw the note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easily. The remains contained the author's concern about Svetlana's condition, expressed in a seemingly kind-hearted tone. The message ends with a veiled threat foreshadowing a desire to interfere. Trace unknown. What we got over here? String of pearls. One could buy a small town with it. The affection and gratitude of one woman covered by the shame of another. Though an honest gift from the Tsarina, Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. I see more sparkles. What are we? There we go. Travel chest. Time-worn, though it looks like new, probably heavy. The chest is kept at the ready. Svetlana's personal items were put into the chest and then removed, all due to her growing anxiety and uncertainty. Should she pack and leave? Again, a restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. Trace certain Svetlana. Silk pillows. The silk is soft and cool to the touch. The fabric carries a memory of yearned-for lightheartedness, passion, and sense of security. Two people found solace in each other here. Two people. Svetlana and my father. Bum bum bum. Okay. So our dad was boinking the Tsar, one of the Tsar's ladies. The silk remembers. It remembers the tentative planning, the recurrent doubts, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be, and other chaotic thoughts caused by passionate intoxication that I'd rather not know. Melted candle. Wax is spilled and congealed. Solidified wax carries the memory of honest grief mixed with fear. However, those emotions were quickly concealed with well-practiced composure. The candle is the best farewell to the deceased Svetlana could afford. All of Svetlana's fears. No wonder Svetlana was reluctant to talk if she's afraid someone was watching her closely, especially if that someone knows a lot about her, and maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides, she had an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me. Then I'll ask her more about what I came for, the Black Grimoire. Interesting. I swear, sometimes the keys just stop working. Oh, music. Chopin, Mazurka and C-sharp minor. Let's talk to Ligia.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Szulski.
The last Szulski to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Ah, shitty old men.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
Wow.
Now, let's talk like men.
Let's
you
talk
intend
like
to take over
men.
your father's company, correct?
No. Mention Puchalski's wife. Say, I don't remember who Puchalski is. Say you respect your father's will, sincerely admit that Ligia knows what she's doing. I'm gonna do this one because I don't remember what this is.
First, I suggest you mind your own business. Your marriage, for instance. Perhaps Louisa isn't the ninny you take her for.
I beg your pardon?
Hasn't it occurred to you that when you leave her at home, she might also take advantage of her solitude?
What are you suggesting?
You've got a cuckold's horns.
Oh my gosh, we called him a cuck.
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Threaten them with thaumaturgy. Admit you had mental problems. Say thank you.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. Any progress with Svetlana?
So many things to say. Let's just start with the first and make our way down.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutar?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the
What a way to get someone to leave? Yeah. Get fucking wrecked, you old man.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
God, their smiles are so bad because their teeth are too big.
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
Velis, the Slavic lord of the underworld, god of wealth and a schemer, the soiree gives him the perfect conditioning for feeding, goading, and plotting.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Ligia's reaction. Strange, Ligia usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may have been caused by Salutar's influence in the environment. The soiree and high society. High society breathes scandal and imbibes gossip from other people's lips, which sits very well with the Salutar prowling around. The flaw must belong to someone keen on playing games and plotting, a schemer by nature.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely. As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you knew.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting.
Yes.
Quickly, change the subject.
I want to save Sofia, so we'll talk about Konechkin.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konechkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's.
You love the word imbibe. It's a good word.
It's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Alright, we'll ask about Sofia.
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawan can't stand thaumaturges.
Warning. Governor General Scallon is not fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us.
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
Oh, the vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
I'm going.
Entry added for Velis. The flaws it follows are related to secrecy, inclinations to manipulate, scheming, a penchant for causing confusion, and a desire to watch the world burn as a result of one's intrigues. Sofia, Madame Samira, Sergei. Oh, one more. Siren. Sirens arrived in Rus together with Persian merchants. According to Slavic beliefs, they sing sacred songs that bring luck, but people can be led astray by their songs. They are seductively beautiful and extremely dangerous. The flaws they are interested in are in those related to great sadness, the desire to forget, forbearance, charity, and forgiveness. Siren I saw belonged to Samira. This one I cannot have, no matter how badly I want to. There's Legia. We can talk to Samira some more. This door is still... Oh, no, wait. We can go out on the balcony. Let's go out on the balcony, see if there's anything out here. Ah, we can talk to Svetlana in private. That seems like a good plan.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
Tell her about the charred note, mention the affair, mention the travel note. I think we'll mention the note. Gremlin! Hi, Gremlin. How goes the urging the thous? It goes. We're at a soiree. We're looking for a golden serpent demon, and a person pretending to be a medium is here with a siren. It's very interesting. Yeah, soiree. Very fancy. Also, it's been enough time of maximum skunk that we should... whoops, that's the wrong thing. This one. We should... revert. Alright. I'm going to mention the chart now.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da. The Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're
The
asking.
Ochrana, I think, is some kind of
I've
like...
recorded it.
spies. Press her, ask when she got the note first. Ask about the Ochrana. Ask about them.
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know what they
Impressive. I could not
I'd
do
like
that.
to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the courts. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
Some flavor of cabal.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship.
It was all about
It was just that
fucking.
we were both looking in the same direction.
My dad fucks. Ask about my father's human face. Press her, ask what she means. Well, first
I
ask.
didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? Da?
Da.
Was it love?
I miss him. That's all.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction?
I appreciate that when you have one dialogue option left, it just auto-plays it.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Your feelings of guilt. Did they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire, Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
At least I understood that one. La guillotine, mon chéri. The guillotine, my love.
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend, I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet, something has changed.
Keep pressing her on the father's role in
Where
this.
was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Alright. Well, actually, did the Ochrana kill my dad?
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right.
Fair. What do you intend to do now?
What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirées will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
Alright.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
Got another thread there. Alright. Follow Svetlana's thoughts. Well, either way, we're going back into the suite. Yeah, back into her room. Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. Would not have expected this from him. If these letters had fallen into the wrong hands, it could have been a lot of damage to the lovers. Let's see. And we're back on the hunt for the person with the flaw. Whoops. Something's happening. Snack.
Venice. Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
What card are we getting? Tarot card. The tarot card number is 0, the Fool. This card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility towards me. Maybe I will join the seance soon, if only out of spite.
Fool. Our dear Madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
In the dark, Madame Samira asked to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. So I've got to be careful here. I don't want to ruin my family name, but I want to trigger the emotional reaction to get the spirit. I'm going to save again over seance. Talk to Lygia again, just in case she's got any additional
Did I see
insights.
that you've met this Madame person?
Yes.
I'm going.
Okay. Nothing extra there. Aha! There's sparkles. Fresh sparkles. There we go. What do we got? Crystal mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Arranging an unruly strand of hair. She was thinking of Teofil Skalski, madly in love with her, willing to do anything for her. So she gave him an impossible task. Trying to comply, he set off to Africa and died tragically, squandering his family's fortune. Joy drifts over the mirror's surface. Her heart throbs when everyone's looking, when her name echoes everywhere. Sophia. So what if some lose their heads for her, literally? Only makes for better stories. I see. Imagine that. The daughter of the fucking asshole is an asshole. Full of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them despite her father's ban. They like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics for gossip. These cigarette butts have women's lip marks on them. If only their father saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she's out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. Alright, I imagine there's one more good sparkle somewhere. Uh-huh. Sparkles. Come on. There we go. Chair. Wooden armrest looks battered. A frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair, watching Sophia from afar. But Sophia suddenly started ignoring him. He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. Haha, get wrecked, Sergei. You're not cool. Alright. Maybe one more before we talk to her? Maybe? No? Alright. Do it again. Save. Overwrite. Alright. Well, let's talk to her. Hey, Sophia.
Mr. Shulsky?
Butts with lip marks on them. Ooh.
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order. And now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Note that her father doesn't like thaumaturges.
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
Mm-hmm. Admit that I don't know the rules to Truth or Dare.
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time. It's simple. Each player in turn must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses.
Haha, Skunk doesn't know
And
Truth or Dare. I know
don't
Truth or
like
Dare.
to lose.
Victor doesn't. Victor's a dummy dum-dum.
I would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets. Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Point out that it's deceptive, say you accept the dare. Sure.
I accept.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
I'll take a look around.
Party game. At Sophia Scallon's request, I agreed to play Truth or Dare to help her complete her task. She and her companions are only looking for distraction by learning more about each other, but I could use this to my advantage. More sparkles! Decorative vase. It stands on the piano, but there's no flowers in it. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei. Jealousy mixed with fear. jealously directed at me as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. The admirer's secrets. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. Can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. Considers me a rival admirer. Boys. Plucked leaves. Someone's been nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina wound leaves around her finger with abandon or plucked them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia, Sharad, and Maxim. She might walk up to him, but no, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. Hesitancy prevents Irina from making a decision. She feels torn. She'd like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus she's in limbo, going over all possible scenarios in her head. Decorative sofa. Very fancy decorative sofa. Sophia. She sat on the sofa watching the crowd. Usually flirtatious and playful, she felt an overwhelming emptiness at the moment, which was something new for her. Feeling of loneliness. Need to belong? It only lasted a moment. Then she grinned and continued the same old charade. Empty glass. Numerous empty glasses indicate someone here is a fast drinker. Sip by sip, sip by sip. Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Irina's looking pretty today. The loner's secrets. Maxim's lonely as we all are from time to time. He tries to drown his feelings with alcohol, but the effect is the opposite of his intentions. His attention's drawn to Sophia Scallon's friend, Irina. Snappity, snap, snap, snappity, snap, snap. Are there more secrets? I think that might be it.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Well, first...
En parlant de secrets, I found your fan.
Oh, and I was just thinking that I hadn't remembered where I'd left it.
Very interesting. The fan revealed to me that you dropped it on purpose.
Oh, you've got me. I was hoping the right person would find it. And here we are. It worked.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
See. Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Viktor Shulsky, the person, or the Thaumaturge. Sophia Scallon. The scheming of Scallon's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction, make up the content of keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her games. She's teasing me to spite her father, who hates thaumaturges. Or is it just a charade to mask her loneliness? You say my heart's already taken. Avoid answering. I think we'll avoid answering.
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Veles chased Sophia Scallon and her floor here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? Unless you count sending her admirer on a deadly trip to Africa. It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Scallon hates thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table.
Nice
Either
fruit
her
choice.
scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
Alright. Sophia Scallon's flaw. After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia Scallon, a flaw induced by scheming. It fits. After all, Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. The Salutor of the Imperial Hotel. Velis the Insider is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Scallon. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that the scandal is inevitable. And unfortunately, I believe that said scandal will have to be next time. There we go. Quit the game. I hope you all had a good time. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this. Come on, computer. There we go. We'll continue this tomorrow. We'll do the seance. We'll get another spirit under our belts. Keep making progress. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I think this game's pretty fun. As always, you guys can follow me on social media. I always post when I'm going live. I'm not weak. I'm just contained slightly. Feel free to follow me on the socials, and if you guys wouldn't mind, grab yourselves a raid message or make your own. And we will go and find somebody to raid. Probably. Depending on who's online. Yarny's doing Onion Ring with a friend. She's doing like a art race with Osteanax. Although I think I've already raided her once this week. Cereza's doing Morrowind. Mary Berry's doing art. Galrun's doing DAO, which is always good. Oh, Thomas is doing Stardew. Let's raid Thomas. Tomas, the tactician. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of this. Go say hi to Thomas for me. Watch him play some nice, chill Stardew Valley. And yeah, take care, everyone. Bye. Bye.